Hello and welcome back to the Path of Exile casual mapping series. This will likely be the last video in this series and also my last Path of Exile video for a while. We've gotten all the way up through all of the red maps. We've basically completed everything up to T17 maps. We have a bunch of these other like random unique maps that are probably harder, and then we have these pinnacle bosses up here. I believe is what these guys are. To be perfectly honest with you, we've gotten to the point where there's going to be a lot of grind and a lot of time in between things happening, and I'm just not interested in doing that part of the game. You know, I have other videos that I do. I have other things that I'm trying to pursue. And now that we've reached the point where there's not going to be consistent progress that I can record more or less on a daily basis, I don't really want to commit to this series anymore, especially because this character is about as beefed up as he's going to be. So that being said, this is probably going to be the last video. We're going to go and do a couple of these pinnacle bosses just to kind of check them out and see what they are. If we die, we die. It's not that big of a deal. Before we hop into the main video, though, I want to encourage you to help us reach our next subscriber milestone of 10,000 subscribers by pressing that button down below the video. Subscriber counts only go up if you actually press the button, so be sure to do that before you click off. And if you enjoy this video and the other videos that we do, be sure to drop a like to help spread the video out to more people. So that's my personal advertisement for the day. So yeah, like I said, we've worked our way through pretty much the entire atlas. I mean, there's some little onesie-twosie things here that are missing, but the entire atlas is completely filled out. We've gone all the way through all the red maps. We can do the T17 maps, but from what I understand, you have to drop these void stones in there to have a chance of actually having that work. And I'm imagining, says socket this into your atlas to increase the tier of all maps. Maybe I just don't understand then. How do I socket it in? Yeah, okay, maybe I'm confused then. Because I thought this was going to be another one of those. You put it in with a map and... Okay. Let me see if I put one in here. Can I put it in there now? Oh. Have I not unlocked sockets for maps yet then? Maybe that's the problem. Either way, it has a 0.4% chance to become a tier 17 map. So my understanding is, I did a little bit of research. You have to drop these void stones into your... into something, and it gives you a small chance of getting a tier 17 map. I may be a little bit confused by that, but regardless, we're at the point now where we're at the end game super grind, and as I've stated many times in the past, I'm just not particularly a fan of the grind. My understanding so we defeated the Exarch and the Eater of Worlds, but the Maven here is going to require us to do 100 maps just to get to her, to try to fight her once, and I don't really want to do that. That's a lot of time spent just grinding through maps over and over again. I'm not a gear chaser. I'm not a min-max chaser. I don't do those kinds of things. I'm a very casual player. So the gear I have here is good enough. The build that I have for this character is good enough. I don't have any other classes that I really want to play. The only other class that I want to play is the archetypical dual-wielding dagger rogue, and for whatever reason, this game is just not set up to support that. So... I've more or less done everything I want to do in this game. As far as the Settlers of Kalguur stuff goes, I have that King's March is more or less as maxed out as I really want it to be. I fully maxed out my ore production over here. Let's see, let's check this out. I fully maxed out my mining production over here. I believe I have my farms all maxed out. My farm is all maxed out as well, if I can get it. Yeah, farm is all maxed out. The only thing I haven't maxed out that I might like to max out would be this smelting thing over here, but it's close enough anyway. Everything else is more or less... I don't think we're going to ever get more than 2 ships, and, you know, it's just min-maxing stuff that I'm just not particularly interested in. So, like, I'm not promising that this is the end of the series. I may get it in my head that I want to do some more videos later on, but for now, you know, we're just going to go through a couple of these boss maps just to see the fights, since I have the maps on me anyway. And then after that, I make no promises as to future videos for Path of Exile 1. I'm really looking forward to Path of Exile 2 when that comes out. I'll definitely be making videos for that when it drops. Or if I get the early access and there's no like confidentiality clauses or anything that prevent me from making videos for early access to that. We'll see about that too. But that said, let's go ahead and try out one of these guys here and see how it goes. Okay. What is this? It's a spell? It's like a spell of some kind. Alright, so we'll, I'm assuming that the boss for this map is going to be whatever this hunter is right here. Ooh, try to burn him down. I want to get these essences over here, so we might as well,
I do love the stink of victory. I can't do this just yet.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sure there's other content that I could do, but like, I've made it very clear throughout the life of this channel that I'm not a hardcore gamer. I'm never going to be a hardcore gamer. I play video games to have fun, and once you get to the point where you're not really getting much, I want to feel a sense of progression, and a lot of endgame content is just grinding and bashing your head against the wall until hopefully you get what you're looking for, and I really don't enjoy that. That's not enjoyable to me. Playing the game just to play a game is not something that I particularly have any interest in. Nice. I don't think there's anything there. I started over on my Flicker Strike build that I was trying to do. If I get that up to the point where it's viable, you know, assuming I even continue to play the game, there's just, to be honest, there's just a lot of frustration in this game, and with the way that this game works. One of the biggest things that irritates me about this game is just movement and pairing effects. I understand, you know, realistically, if they were in a world where magic would exist, there would be spells that would freeze you, and you know, you would have to just live. It would be a part of the thing. But at the same time, I am a believer in the philosophy that you should never take control away from the player ever. That comes from my Dungeons and Dragons experience and all of that. You should never do anything that takes control away from the player. You should never make it so that you know, your survivability is 100% left up to random luck. You got super unlucky and now you're frozen and then you instantly die. There's gonna be, I know hardcore people are gonna strongly disagree with that sentiment. I disagree with the idea that you should ever have a situation where, you know, control of your character is lost. And games that do that really bug me.
Escape me a little bit.
A most of my might.
You won't escape me a little bit.
The assault.
Jeez.
Life is celebrated.
You won't escape me.
Just gotta give myself some room here.
Stop.
You won't escape
Grasp
me.
your mortality tightly.
Where'd he go?
You won't escape me.
Your flesh is so fallible.
Jeez.
You won't
Give me room, give me room, give me room to move, give me room to move, give me room to move. This is what I'm talking about. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I need to regenerate. Let me regenerate. Why am I not regenerating?
You won't escape me, little pig.
Man, this guy's tough.
Escape me, little pig.
I'm trying to escape you. Alright. Jeez, man. So, anyways. That's my thought process. I know there's plenty of people that are going to disagree with that. That's fine. I'm here to play games that I enjoy and that I want to play, and after a certain point, it's just not enjoyable anymore. And I feel like I've reached that point now. Let's see, what do we have here? I mean, that's a lot more armor. I don't think any of this is helpful for me, though. So we'll sell off all of that. Let's see here. I need to make sure. Yes, I want that to go there, and all of that can go back in there. Maybe we'll try another couple of these. So I'm guessing these aren't pinnacle bosses then, huh? Because I guess that's probably that snake there. So how do you get to the uber pinnacle bosses? Interesting. Let's see here. Occupied by the enslaver. Physical damage, increased damage, spell damage. Yeah, there's nothing that's super damaging for this one. Defeat the memory of the elder in the Shaper's realm. I still don't know how to do that quest, but again...
My lucky day.
We'll do this one.
I can't do this just yet.
Burn him down, get some essences, because why not? Arctic Golem. Interesting. Come on, just die. There we go. I like it when you blow up. It is satisfying. It is very satisfying to just be able to charge through enemies and watch them explode. Okay. But again, like, that in and of itself does... It's satisfying, but it also does get old. I'm easily bored. So, you know, even this awesomeness of just charging through things and blowing them up kind of gets old after a little bit. Or at least it doesn't have the same impact that it did when I first started doing it. So it's just not enough to keep my attention. So we gotta find another game to play is basically what I'm saying at this point. I gotta find another game to play. And that's also, you know, that's also kind of the other thing is, like, I don't want to be a content creator who is stuck on a game, you know? I don't want one specific game being the thing that makes my channel grow. and then that game becomes unpopular, and then I'm screwed. So that's another part of my... It's going to take me longer to grow that way because I'm not just sticking with popular games. But I'm hoping that as I build my channel, I'm building with people who are watching because they enjoy watching the way I play games and they enjoy my philosophy on the way I approach gaming. You know, and they're here for me, not just the content, or not just the game, whatever game it is. Alright, let's go. Before we get too far away from this, let's go kill the... Let's go kill... Oh, I hate this one. What the... I'm guessing this is the... This? Crap, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fight this guy. Yeah, he's gonna... And then I'm gonna have to fight my way all the way through the entire map to get back to that guy again. So, yeah, like I said, a little bit of repeating myself, but there isn't really too much to say about it. I wasn't going to do maps, but then I came back and did maps because I was like, well, you know, I'm still enjoying the game, I'm still having fun. But I'm not the kind of, I'm a progress bar kind of guy. And when it gets to the point where it feels like the progress bar is lagging, I start losing interest. I like to have that constant feeling of progress. And it's hard to feel that when you get to the point where now you're just having to completely or endlessly repeat a task to make, you know, to even just gain an inch of progress. Let's get as much out of this guy as we can. Did I? And like, I'm level 91, I think. It's taking us forever to level up. It's another thing. Where is he? I have no flash charges at all. I mean, as some of you have rightly stated, I may not have the DPS to do this stuff. This build, I don't know that it was necessarily designed to be able to handle these super crazy bosses. It is a league starter, so we also may have run into the wall for this character. I'm sure there are tweaks that I can make that would, you know, crank out some more DPS, but again, I'm not interested in having to min-max things to death. So we'll give it until until we run out of portals for this one, and then I think after that we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. So I'll give some thought as to what our next game can be. We need to find something to fill the gap between now and the time that PoE 2 comes out. I'm really hoping that PoE 2 is going... I mean, I know it's supposed to be a completely different kind of game. Or, you know, more or less a completely different kind of game. And I'm kind of hoping it's going to be something that's a little bit more my speed. Something that's a little bit more approachable from a casual standpoint. I know that people who are, you know, who have been playing this game for a long time don't want a casual PoE game, but... yeah, as soon as he damages me, there's some kind of serious damage over time that just... Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and call it. There's no way we're going to be able to finish him, and even with that. So, yeah. Like I said, I feel like this build tore through everything. I built up King's March as much as I really feel like doing. I'm not interested in pursuing a bunch of gear. The gear that this build called for was these two pieces here, plus, you know, some random pieces that you got in there. I did go ahead and get... Oh, that's why I ran out of flasks, because I have the... I have that. So, you know, I'm not the kind of person who's going to be able to obsess over a game for long periods of time. I go through like I go through periods of obsession where I'm really into a game for a while, and then after a little bit, I get bored with it and I take a break for a while. So, like I said, we may come back to this game at some point, maybe, you know, weeks or whatever, maybe months. Maybe PoE 2 comes out and I never play this game again. Who knows? I'm one of those people where I just kind of morph all over the place when it comes to gaming. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now for Path of Exile casual mapping series. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the leveling process for this character, charging through the maps as quickly as I feel like we did for a casual kind of approach to it. Be sure to come back for other videos. This is not the only video series I do. I'm currently running an Elite Dangerous video series. I'm playing through Star Wars The Old Republic as a Jedi Knight Sentinel. And I'll find another game to add to the lineup to get... I like to have at least 3 games that I'm trying to play. I will get back to Hunter Call of the Wild at some point. So we can start working on getting diamond trophies for all of those animals and all of that stuff. So this is not the only game I play. If you enjoy other content, be sure to check out the other playlists on my channel. I have, I think, 1,500 plus videos at this point on the channel. Plenty of other content for you guys to go and watch. So, you know, explore the channel a little bit and check that out. So help me out by trying to help me get to the subscriber mark of 10,000 subscribers by clicking the subscribe button, like the video to share, spread it out to other people. Channel members get early access in addition to other benefits, so click the join button and check those out. Or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. Again, thank you very much for watching our Path of Exile casual mapping series. Be sure to come back for other games and watch our other content, and I'll see you for the next one.